Thank you for being humble and having this spirit. May God continue to use you the same way. I hope that even after you build a big church, you stay this humble because the world needs people like you.
Oh, thank you. Obeda.
Mbeda Kayaza.
Kayaza. Oh, Inulia Kamala.
Nakoa City, when the lockdown started, I wanted somewhere quiet.
Greet the people.
Yes.
You see your name like Real Life Co-NBS or Real Life Coach or Pastors of the page, Facebook, your life everywhere.
All right. First of all, let me be myself.
Please be yourself.
Say, oh, what's up, everybody? It's Cindy Sanyu. It's definitely the king herself.
Okay.
So I'm really excited to be here, and I want to say how grateful I am to God for giving me this opportunity again. I want you guys to know I grew up doing this. It's not the first time that I stand and worship in front of a church. I was a worship leader.
You were a worship leader?
Yes, I was.
Where?
So I'm very familiar to standing and leading people. I was in a church in Bali called Living Water, Pearl Haven Living Water. And I led the choir, and before I came into Blue 3, my pastor told me, he said he has seen something, and he said, I see you, and I see you filling up stadiums, I see you going countries, and I don't know who it is in the house, because we were two girls dressed in green dresses. So he said, a girl wearing green in this house today, you're going to go places. God is going to bless you, He's going to take you to different nations. And at that time, I didn't know it was me. I just, I thought, this is really cool. That would be awesome if it was me. And then after that, pop stars happened, and things just started to happen all of a sudden. And everything that he said actually came true. Until the Bomb Party concert happened, and I was like, this is why.
So you're actually a church girl?
Yes, I am. Yes,
Come back to church, people. See? So how old were you then? Can we talk about Uganda in English?
Yes, that's all right.
Why you were in America?
Nali muto, when I started to kuimba mu church na miaka 12. When I got serious na miaka 15 nga tuliba mu crusade, tuministeringa, preaching eri abantu, nga tusabira abalwadde, like Embale, people know me as Ella, like Sister Ella.
Bakwita Sister Ella?
Yes.
Oli mu church na kusabira abalwadde?
Yes, bino Cindy Sanyu, the king herself, mwabe Kampala mwababimanyi.
Remember Sister Ella. Worship house. Let's welcome Sister Ella. People love you.
Thank you.
People love you so much.
Thank you. I feel the favor of God, and sometimes it amazes me as a person. When we were walking in here, I was talking to you about it, and I said, even me, sometimes I sit and I wonder, why do people still listen to me? Why do people still care? Because it's been 15 years in the industry. So many artists have come and gone in the middle. So many artists are there, but nobody cares about them. So sometimes I ask God, why do they still care about me? Why do they care what I'm doing and who I'm dating and all this, even up to this day? So I am grateful that that has got to happen, and I'm glad I'm in the right place to tell you, to give God the glory and explain to people that this is actually just God given. People tell me all the time that or you're part of some society, please, I want to join. I get that a lot. And they say, I want to join, I want to be part of it, I'll do anything. I'll sacrifice my daughter, I will kill my mother because I want to be famous. And
what made you famous?
God decided this. Deep inside of me, I believe that He did.
So you don't do any witchcraft?
No. No, I don't. Before the concert, there was even the shake.
By the way, congrats on your concert.
Thank you.
I think you are the most lucky person because after your concert,
yes, the lockdown
happened. And your concert was filled to the capacity. I wanted to come, and then life happened.
Right.
But I came back here, and I told people I was proud. Everyone was proud. We were money after vizibu. Naye bwe yafuna vizibu ate buli muntu n'asanyuka.
Yes.
Bwe wawangula buli omuntu akusanyukirako. So I think that's a blessing. Congrats.
People came from all over. People traveled from Arua, from Soroti to come to the concert, and my sister called me at like 2 and she was crying, and she's like, Cindy, people have come. I don't know where they're coming from, but they are here. I want you to know, because Nadine Kankana, he's electing me, and my fiance is a very prayerful man, so he was helping me to pray. And I remember him saying, Cindy, for what you want to do, you need to fast. He
So
said,
you fasted?
I fasted for 3 days. And
Come
I
on,
prayed.
fasting does miracles.
I am not a foodie person, but fasting is not easy for me. But I said, I really, really want this. So he said, you know what, let us fast for 3 days. So me and my fiance fasted and didn't eat. And yet I had to practice and do media tours and all these things. But still we fasted and prayed, and I said, God, these are your people. They're not mine. You know, my last concerts didn't do well at all. And in fact, one of them was a total flop, you know, and people were saying, Cindy is so stupid after all that loss. I used that to take a car to a bigger place where she failed to fill up a small place. But deep inside of me, I knew there's a reason why this hunger was there. So I told God, these are your people. They're not mine, you know, just bring them, let them come to the show.
And the Lord did it.
Yes, absolutely, yes He did.
So you have your husband?
He did it in flying colors. I have a fiance. Pray for us that we move to the next step.
Is this your baby?
Yes, this is my baby.
Come here, sweetheart. Come here and say Kuradeko.
This is my baby. This is, she's called Amani.
Amani, camera is here. Hi, Amani.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
How old are you?
9 years old.
Do you go to school?
Yes.
Where?
What do you mean first? Like the school or music?
Masaka is British school. It's a British school. Katukosana Bazungu.
No.
So you speak Italian?
Yes, she's learning Italian. She doesn't
Do you
know
speak
much.
Italian?
I do, yes.
Greet the people in Italian.
In Italian, when they say how are you, they say come stai, right? What do you reply?
Bene.
They say come stai. So I say come stai and you say bene. Okay. So come stai.
Bene.
Yeah, that's it.
So I know Italian. so what's your testimony briefly?
My testimony.
Please come a little forward so these people can see.
Please come back and see.
You can have a seat, my Italian friend.
So my testimony today is, if you believe in God, there is nothing that is impossible. Absolutely nothing. If you trust in God and do things the right way, in the Bible, every time somebody got healed, Jesus would say, go and sin no more. So that means try and be a good person. You know, it's easier. It opens a doorway to God's miracles when you are a good person. When you don't have people who have hurt you, when you don't have a pain in it, and envy and jealous inside of your heart, and you try, because as human beings, our hearts are wicked, but every day we try to be a better person. So when you pray, you don't feel the guilt, so you pray to God and ask Him to forgive you, and you learn to forgive. So that way it opens doorways for you. There's so many opportunities that I've lost because I decided to do what is right. I'm the only artist in Uganda who decided not to have a management, because I knew that managements most of the time involve you selling your soul. And I don't mean literally. You selling your soul means selling your values as a human being. As a woman, you want to only have one man in your life, a man that you love, not the man who is giving you deals. So you want to fall in love genuinely. When you get a manager, sometimes you have to sleep with them so that they continue to give you deals. So I decided that I'm not going to have a manager. So whenever I need a manager, I called my sister. So many opportunities that I lost because of that reason. So many times people tell me, so you're not international, why don't you just accept and join this management, and then you can go international. I said, in the word international, there's the word national. I am known all over the world. I have won awards all over Africa, so that means I am international. But my career may not be as fast as people expect it to be, because I decided not to join a particular cult. I didn't decide to do a particular ritual. I didn't decide to sleep with a particular person, because I wanted my things to be right. So I feel like if you do things right, God blesses you. Thank you. Well, my favorite verse in the Bible, I was telling Pastor, is Jeremiah 29:11.
Do you have the Bible, or you can say it off?
I can say it, because I've grown up on this verse. It said, for I know the plans I have for you, plans for evil and not disaster, that you may have a future and a hope. Sometimes God, what He says is not what we think He's saying. Most of the time God is saying, I know what you want. When you say, God, I want a car, He starts to prepare ways for the car, and it might mean 6 months, in 2 years, in 4 years, but he knows when you get it, that car will not have any problems. When you get it, that car will not be cursed to be a blessed car. It will never give you accidents and all this, but it will take a long time for him to get that particular car for you. So when you ask for things, give God a way to do things that the way he wants them to happen.
Amen.
When I did my first concerts, I did not pray as much because I felt like my life was not correct with God. I felt like I'd gone away so far, so I was scared to pray. I was scared. I was like, God, man, just help me. I was not serious, but this time when I did this concert, I tried to do everything right into the Go Party concert, and I prayed and I said, God, help me. If you can come through for me this time, I'll give you the glory. And the TVs and the radios never give me that chance because they don't care. But here, I get to tell you that the power is all in God's hands. It all is. You will get things easily. You will sleep with somebody and get a car easily. You will sleep with someone and then be international.
I feel like you're sounding like a big sister now. Big sister anointing now.
I am. I feel the heaviness because girls tell me all the time that they want to be stars. And I say,
so talk to the girls.
Yes, so I want to talk to the women. If you want to be anything in this life, take the slow path. Take it. I've taken it.
Take the slow
path. I've taken it. And it's hard for people to believe, but if you look at my career, it has been very slow. Much slower than how talented I am, much slower than how hard I work. But every time I got rewarded, it was mine.
Oh.
Every time I got rewarded, it was mine, and nobody can come and knock at my door and claim it. Every car that I've bought has been my money. There's no man tomorrow who can wake up and take my car away from me. Everything that I own, all the lands that I've bought and everything is mine. Nobody's going to wake up tomorrow and say, Cindy Muganja, because I decided to take the slow.
So let's girls go
slow path. Go slow. Go slow. Anything that involves you selling who you are and what you believe in, don't take it. I know how tempting it is. I've been there. When I was doing my concert, the weather became grey. And I had invested over 96 million in that concert. And the weather became grey the day before. It drizzled and we were there. And I was scared, and people came and said, "Why are you Kuba?" You know, Bani was also sent to West Balogechi, Balogen. So my agent was on my case, and the girls in my team were saying, "Logen Kuba, I should take again Logen Kuba. Otherwise, your money is going to be wasted." That was all my money that I had. Everything that I had, I put it into the concert. But I said, you know what? This God that I pray to is above all these gods.
Hallelujah.
You know, he is above all these gods. There is no God but him. He created everything. He said, let there be light. And there was light. And when these people couldn't cross, he divided the ocean. He divided the sea. And then these people crossed. And that is the same God today. And I told God, you know what, I am not. Sikenda program kuba. Ngenda kukkiriza nti gwe Mukama. Eyakitandiseewo kino yampa talent since I was a child. Nti ogenda kunnyamba. Enkuba teyatonnya.